Hello and welcome back. Yes, this is one of the moments that I have been waiting for. Of course, I told you that we have a very beautiful guest who will be sitting on our seat to have a chit chat with us during the beginning of the show. Now, this is it. We have the fast rising, the dancehall sensation, EuniMelo. Hello, mates.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing great. I mean, first off, I just love your smile. I think you should be smiling always. You should be smiling always. But before we get into the actual business, of course, the music video and everything, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my actual name is EuniMelo, and my musical name is EuniMelo. Yeah.
But how was the for the uni? I understand, but the Melo, I'm still figuring out.
Melodies, yeah, short.
Oh, okay. So Melo is melodies.
Yes,
that's so creative.
Thank you.
So how did your whole music career started for you?
Okay, musical talent I had when I was young, but I decided to make it professional when I heard about the death of Priscilla Kwateng, Ebony. I cried a lot and I was like, no, this is your chance. Like, this is the time to rise up. Her death really inspired me to come out with my talent. And that's why I started to pursue my career. Yeah.
So then that tells me that you're actually a very great fan of Ebony.
Yes.
What did she do that makes you so love her?
I like her charisma. Yes, I like her courage. That's what I like about her. And she's also talented. That's why I like her.
We're talking about talent. I see a lot of talent. I've listened to one or two of your music, and also I see some, when you sing, you have this strong active voice. Is it something that you want to sound like that, or it just comes natural?
It's natural.
Great.
Actually, as you're talking, you can see my voice kind of.
Yeah. Now I'm even just scared a bit, because she may just roar at you at any time. That is the aggressiveness that she talks. That is the passion-driven, young, beautiful, talented dancehall artist. Yes, EuniMelo. Melodies for sure. That is Melo. Yeah. But let's move straight to the music.
Okay.
Dancehall. Why dancehall?
Dancehall because I think I looked at my stature, and I looked at I looked at my power, what I can do, and dancehall perfectly fits me. If you look at me, how I look, I have that kind of boldness. So I think dancehall is the perfect thing for me to do. That's why I chose dancehall.
But you also know that there are quite a number of female ladies in the system.
Yeah.
How will you describe what they're doing? How do you see it?
They are doing their best. They just need to keep pushing hard, and the media needs to support them more. And I think they're going to get there. Yeah.
Great. So now moving straight to the music video, and I saw just a snippet of the music video, and it was so interesting. I don't want to spill all the beans away, but a guy nearly got shot. But now tell me about that music video and the whole concept behind it.
Okay, it's Promise Ring. It's Promise Ring, and that's the second song on my album coming up. Yeah. So that song actually is about a guy who lied to me. Yeah. And I later on heard he was getting married whilst he has already proposed to me. So I had to teach him a lesson. No, EuniMelo. Let's take it easy for a minute. Are you saying this is an actual incident, or you just trying to be creative about this? Creation. I created it.
Okay, so for a minute I just thought that was actually true. That was a true life event. So I was fearing for the guy's life. But what inspired? You've talked about this music video, the concept behind it. But what inspired such a concept? Is it from friends, family? Have you seen any close relative go through that same scenario?
Yeah, a whole lot of times. Yeah. And also you just look at society, you pick things that really happened, then you use it in your music.
I mean, so in a form, you're just trying to also educate people. Because, people lose their life just because of this one or two situations. You see that the lady can't take it and realize, she's hanging herself, she's drunk poison, she just, threw herself off a cliff or something just to die because she just can't hold the pain. So it's another form of education to these guys. Because these guys,
we need to kill them.
Hey, please, you can't kill. There's no killing on this. You can't kill anybody on this show, but of course you just have to. And sometimes bear a very sharp teeth to them to let them know that what they're doing is wrong. Yeah. But what came together to produce this video?
Yo, a whole lot. Yeah.
When you say a whole lot, what do you mean?
Not really, like, as I said, you just look at situations. Yeah,
but I was actually talking about in terms of the logistics, the production, the things that was involved, the costuming, and everything. How was the whole setup like before this music video was shot?
It was just a cool kind of thing, and it's produced by AK The Beat. Yeah, he did very well. Yeah. So
but what about the financial aspect?
I don't really know much about it because that is taken up by the management. Okay.
Yeah. Now, talking about, before we go see the video, now something just caught my attention, talking about management. How is the relationship like? How has they been, there for you? Like, they're like, when I say they're not in the sense of maybe representing you or showing up for you during media tours or anything, but are they really there as a team solidly behind you that you can say, yes, I have 1, 2 or 3 people behind me pushing my career?
Yes, I have a lot. They are doing very well to bring out the best in me, and I really appreciate that. Yeah, they are doing very well.
I ask because often we have so many instances where we have this friction between artists and management and a whole lot of things, and sometimes these situations really affect the artists a lot than it affects the management members or team. So hopefully they'll continue on to do this amazing job that they're doing for you, and you're just so talented. I mean, I don't know what to say, but the music video, I want you to premiere this music video so that we come back and then we talk more. How about that? So just look right in the camera and let's premiere this music video. So ladies and gentlemen, viewers out there, listen to her. This is the official premiere of. Over to you.
Okay, Promise Ring. That is the song video coming out. And that is the second song on my album, Melodies to Melo album, coming out probably end of this year. It will drop, and I dedicate it to President Kwatin and my late dad. Yeah, and watch out for it. You really like it. Yes, thank you.
Great. So you had it all. Let's check out the video. We'll be right back.
You love me, you told me you marry me, you bought me a promise ring, out then I was a savage, and my family go jammy, Abiana me obedia, mama me wedding ring, now promise ring them and pay, give me the wedding ring, for promise ring them and pay, mama me wedding ring, now promise ring them and pay, give me the wedding ring, for promise ring them and pay. Hey.
Alright, so you just saw it for yourself. I told you, I was not playing when I told you that a guy nearly got shot. You saw it for yourself. So this is the music video, yes. Promise Ring by EuniMelo, the sensational dance artist right about now. And Uni, that was an amazing music video. And I mean, but the friend who came to report the guy didn't know to try. The guy died. it will be a fault. You just had to work from your house just to come and report someone. But it was amazing. It was amazing. Was it tedious shooting this video?
No, it wasn't. It was just cool because the energy was there. Yeah.
And the guy, where is he right now?
He's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital, of course. You'll be in the hospital, Charlie. It's not easy. But speaking, you were talking about your album release.
Yeah.
Would this be your debut album?
That's my first album coming out.
Oh,
yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, that's.
And is it ready, pending a release date, or are you still working on it?
Still working on it.
How many tracks would the album have?
12.
Wow.
10 main tracks and 2 bonus tracks.
Do I get to have one of the bonuses?
Actually produced by a Zimbabwean producer. It's a rhythm actually. Yeah, it's produced by a Zimbabwean producer. De La B, that's his name.
Is it the whole album or the 2 bonus?
The 2 bonus tracks.
But what about the rest of the tracks?
We have a lot of producers in there. Yeah, they really helped. Yeah.
Great, but a debut album, and you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 tracks on it.
Yeah.
How? Like, why? What statement do you want to spill out there for people? Because I just thought that maybe you just have the people telling you that, oh, so there's a new artist, maybe she's going to take it easy. 8 tracks, 9 tracks. Some people even do 7 tracks, but you're doing 12.
Yeah, it's 12 out of 30 tracks.
What?
12.
No. I might have not heard you well. But 12 out of 30 tracks.
Yes.
Why so many tracks?
Yeah, because I just
every day.
Not really every day, but when the concept comes in my mind, I just write them with the help of my management. Then we just go to record because time no day.
So now forgive me, but I just have to put you on the spot. What is your source of motivation, the inspiration? What keeps you, the zeal and everything?
God. Yes.
No leaves.
God does. Yeah.
Okay. So for the record, we don't do no lifting here. No lifting. It's strictly Jah from the Most High.
Yeah, man.
Showering the blessings upon this little empress in life. No lifting. No lifting. You understand? And it's just amazing what you've been doing, and we just here for you every single time. So anything whatsoever, when you go on Campus TV, we definitely come to you. But before you leave, of course, you can't leave the show without any freestyle or anything like that. It's not allowed. If not, we'll not stand up from these seats right now. So we need some freestyle from you. Anything you want to do.
Okay.
So when you're ready, we're also ready.
Okay. We're going to murder them. Cause me know now for them. Say no what they. You have to go forward with your daddy, baby, come and go. Anytime you see I go. God offer me yes can't logo. The way I do it, me like it so. Me ya hala no fit tell me say me bada. I didn't hear the intent you ni me yaraga. This one you have to call it joy daddy saga. Push it in, make I go gaga. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Oh my word! I mean, I'm just feeling hungry right now. Because I was not tired. I just want to jump. That was so dope. Did you just form this right now?
Yes.
Wow. Now that is talent. This is talent. Yo, I'm telling you, I've not been saying this much often, and as I do on this show, every time I want to send out a statement to all of you who think you're doing dancehall, who think you're doing raga, who think you're doing music. If you're not like this, you whack. You should quit music. This is what we're talking about. This is the talent that we're talking about. This is what we have to push in the industry. This is the people that are going to push the female category to be head-to-head with the guys that we have ruling the industry. We are talking about Shatawali, talking about Stoneboy, talking about Samini, Jupiter, and all the other dancehall artists. This is the lady that I believe that's going to push so that the other female artists can also be reckoned with when we talk of dancehall in the nation.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, who is your biggest source of inspiration? Who do you look up to in the music fraternity?
Okay, I used to look up to Ebony, but after I lost I'm just looking up to God, because God is the good teacher. He teaches you. If you want to know, you ask him, he teach you. Yeah. That's it.
Well, she said it all. She's basically said everything that there is to say. But before we take a leap again, you just let people know you, your social media handles, the numbers they can reach you to book you for anything. Just give the information out for the people, for them to know when and how to get you.
Okay, it's EuniMelo on Facebook, EuniMelo7 on Instagram, EuniMelo on Twitter, EuniMelo everywhere. And if you want to get my songs, it's on all media platforms. Yeah, you can get them. It's over 126 platforms you can get them from. Yeah, and also I need vote. I've been nominated in Emerging Music Awards Dancehall Song of the Year. Yeah, I need to get it. You know, yeah, man.
So this drew my attention to something real quick. Talking about emerging what artists?
Music Awards.
What is it about, and how did you get that nomination?
It's a new something that is brought up to help the emerging artists and also underground. Yeah, it's a new initiative. Yeah.
Okay, great. So definitely, you just have to vote for her.
Yeah.
She is the dancehall queen.
Yeah. There's no Stoneboy, no Shatawale to fight. It's EuniMelo.
Hey.
Dancehall Song of the Year.
You cause trouble. Are you sure no one will jump on the stage to take the trophy from you when you win it?
No.
Or you two, you have your own black CD there waiting for them.
No.
So there you have it. Over 100 music streaming platforms and download sites. Check out her music, EuniMelodies, Melo for short. She does amazing stuff. She's a dancehall artist, sensational, musician. She has an album coming, her debut album, which has 12 tracks, 10 tracks with 2 bonuses from an international production feature. She is not joking, she's not playing, she's not here for games. So please, ladies and gentlemen, you have to support this particular artist. And thank you so much for doing music. Thank you so much for inspiring young talent. When people see you, they're just happy because they feel like if she's doing it, I can do it too.
Yes.
And we thank you for that. You know, Campus TV, we're there for young people. So when we see amazing stuff, young people doing amazing stuff like this, we just so happy and we're all in for them. So thank you for being an inspiration to the young ones.
Thank you.
And we wish to see more and more coming. More platforms, more big hit tracks coming your way, more awards.
Amen.
Yeah, amen. I mean, it's done. So thank you. Any few words or last words before we wrap up with this segment?
Just keep on moving on. Never give up. Never give up on your dreams. Just keep on trying. If you fail, doesn't mean that's the end. You just have to keep on trying, and you're gonna get there. Thank you.
Well, if you fail, that's not the end. Jah now play song. Because always the Almighty there, so in our see the partner is not come. Maybe you should help me. But we're wrapping up. But before we do that, let's do it with just a freestyle with the Promise Ring track.
Okay.
I want to back you, but I just know how to do the pan out. Let's try.
You told me that you love me, adada now dada me. You told me you marry me, sene yen kontompo. You bought me a promise ring, then I was a wild dream. And my family called Jamie, Ebiana me obidia. Mama me wedding ring, now promise ring dear men pet. Give me the wedding ring for promise ring dear men pet. Mama me wedding ring, now promise ring dear men pet. Give me the wedding ring for promise ring dear men pet.
Yo, we do not want any promises. All you have to do is sit your butt down and watch Campus 360 live. This is Campus TV. Thank you for joining us on this segment. Of course, we have more and more coming your way. Do not move, do not go anywhere. We just had a chit chat with EuniMelo. Melodies for that's Melodies, man. Melo for short. And she does great stuff. Thank you so much again, and thank you too. Please keep on supporting her because she needs you, especially the Emerging Music Awards. She needs your vote as well. So thank you. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Mommy, my wedding ring.
I look on this one. You what to say? You told me that you love me. I da now da me. You told me you marry me. Sene yen kuntumpo. You bought me a promise ring. Out then I was a savage. And my family go jame. Ebia na mi obidia. Mama me wedding ring. Na promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Mama me wedding ring. Na promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Hey, brush head, I saw the no. What the makumedi sa go no. Remember say me and you hustle. Me dedicate my heart, my love for you. Promise me say you never leave me. All of a sudden you running away. Don't make me look like a love criminal. Like a love criminal. Mama me wedding ring. Now promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Mama me wedding ring. Now promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Yeah man, you think you got a new queen. When you met me, you carried me your palanquin. Love is sweet, but this never lasts. So that will make me an issue of the past. I will not be sad, cause you know my dad. Wear that ring on my finger and see I'm your miss, right? Mama me wedding ring. Now promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Mama me wedding ring. Now promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Whether it be promise ring or wedding ring, I dey call your phone or the ring. Pick up the phone, let me live my dream. You told me your love was real. Now I know it's a big deal. Blah blah blah, or just be lies. Everything you promise, you just lie. I'm a little full of Mali, oh Mali, oh Mali. I'm a little full of Mali, oh Mali, oh Mali. I'm a little full of Mali, oh Mali, oh Mali. I'm a little full of Mali, oh Mali, oh Mali. Mama me wedding ring. Now promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay. Mama me wedding ring. Now promise ring them in pay. Give me the wedding ring. For promise ring them in pay.
We're still here on Campus 360 Live, and the show has been going on today. We've not done quite a lot. We're about to move to our online review, and
yeah, I mean it's online. I always say that we just have to tell the people what's going on, so that you don't know where to run in case they should run. So I think let me do the honest first. You know, always I leave it for you because I'm a gentleman. But today that I'm in time, I want to do it first.
yes, go.
I just don't know why.
Don't worry.
So let me move straight to what we have on the BBC platform, and I'm looking for interesting stories. So I have one here which says, it's actually a headline. It says China warns HK protesters not to play with fire. Oh, that's scary. So HK, just in case you know, that's Hong Kong. There have been a series of protests going on in the city of Hong Kong, and China is warning them not to play with fire. So it's a literary thing that they're saying. They don't mean like fire, but literally saying they shouldn't play with fire because they're playing with fire.
There's danger somewhere.
There's danger somewhere. So moving away from that let me move to Africa, where we have outrage as the Gambia frees ex-regime's hitmen. Oh, so apparently somewhere in Gambia, west part of Africa, we have some freedmen, and they are hitmen reach the Britain in the S regime. So people are frustrated. People just do not understand why they should be freed. And that's what's happening. Then I'm moving away from there to we have still in Africa. We have Mugabe in Singapore hospital since April. So it happens that the longest ruling president of Africa ever, what's his name? Mugabe. But I want to remind. Mugabe. I just wanted to remember his first name. Roberto Mugabe. Yes. Apparently he's not feeling too good health-wise because he's been in the Singapore hospital for April, May, June, July. So 3 months. So since April, he's been in the hospital.
Wow, he's doing fine now.
Well, we hope so. He gets better soon because he's still there. And also we have let me see this. Okay, this is coming from the UK politics. It says number 10 rejects EU's view of Brexit talks. So number 10, that is the residence of the Prime Minister of Britain, this UK. The number 10 is the number 10 Downing Street. It's a house address where the Prime Minister, I should say, lives in England. And they've rejected Brexit talks. I mean, this Brexit talks has been going back and forth. We just don't know where it's moving to. Wow. It's just so terrible.
Yeah,
and also we have somewhere far in Asia, Philippines declares what's this? Dengue fever epidemic. So I need a nurse here because I don't know what kind of disease this is.
Hey, I think it's not something very
it's dengue fever. It looks serious. If it's here, that means it's serious. So hopefully they'll be able to curtail it.
Okay.
And this is a few stories that I have here on BBC platform. So you can go there and check it out for yourself if you want to read into details more.
Okay, coming on a lighter note on City News, it says Tema GRA condemns assault of Daily Graphic reporter, which recently happened at Prophet Bedu's church. You know, over the weekend, all the women trooped to the Prophet's house, his church, to ask him to reverse his word on the insults he made.
But apparently it seems he's having none of that.
Oh yeah, so I think one of the journalists was assaulted there. So GRA is condemning that act.
Wow.
And it was quite a scene, you know, all the women trooping to the church on Sunday service. That's serious.
It nearly messed up the young man's collection,
yes,
you know.
Yes. And also here we have kidnapped girls' family must cooperate with the police. That is security alert.
I heard that. You know, some of the family members were saying that they do not believe what the police is saying, and they don't want to hear the situation whereby the police will come back and saying these are the bodies of their children because they don't believe it is.
With all seriousness, like they should cooperate with the police. You know, the police are doing their investigation, and we don't want to interfere. Maybe if there is a secret even going on, they not cooperating. The other people also have upper hand. So
I mean, it's you know, I think what brought about this whole issue is the fact that, you know, from the beginning of the investigations, you have the police always coming out with news that seems not so true. You know, so it creates the atmosphere that we can't even trust what you're saying to us. So why should we even trust in the first place?
It's very true.
Understand? So the police has a part to be blamed in this, especially CID boss. She was not the CID boss. I think DSP, the lady who apparently said that the ladies were found, and she later came back to say it was just words of motivation and encouragement. I mean, is that the stupidest idea I've ever heard or seen anywhere? It's just, I think it's life. It's still children. You can't do that.
Sometimes we are human, and I think from her
also unprofessional.
She wanted the system to cool down a bit. I think it was a statement she wanted to make, and it sounded like that. Maybe she wanted to say that no matter what, we're going to find the girls. It's
you're not a spokesperson, though. You're not a spokesperson, so don't try to take.
Cliche, you know.
Well, that's her problem. I mean, she should have taken a study serious in terms of communication. That you don't come out and say anything that you feel like.
All the time, I think families of these three girls, we really want our girls back. We want these girls to be found, but you have to cooperate with the police so that this can go on successfully for all of us. Moving on, we have don't frustrate Cuba-trained Ghanaian doctors. Post them now. Minority to government.
So the government brought Cuban doctors here, and they've not been posted.
Most of the times we have this university doctors, those who are learning doctors, doctoring to become doctors. Yes, they send them to Cuba.
Those in the medical school.
Yes, for more better training. So they are saying they should post them. They should post them. The minority actually is claiming the government should post them.
It's not Cuban nationals here in Ghana to serve.
No. It's Ghanaian national which has been trained in Cuba.
Okay.
Yes, they should post them.
Well, we need lots of doctors, Oh
yes, for doctors there we need. And also moving on, it said, okay, let me move to. It said Angola writes improve data management which could help control lifestyle diseases. So currently Angola is embarking on a writing forum or data which can help improve their lifestyle, the way they live, how to live healthy. They're actually putting steps and process in place to improve their living lifestyles for them. So I think it's something that is good. We should all adapt to that. We should all try and improve our lifestyle situation in our daily life. So there are a lot of news popping up in the online. So you can check some out. Talking
about lot of news right now, I've moved up foreign because I have here the Al Jazeera platforms, but I'm focusing on Africa because you're in Africa. That is what I'm focusing on right now. And the story is here again. Ebola, and Rwanda blusters DRC border restrictions. So Rwanda is having none of what DRC is saying because they want to keep that border security very tight so that individuals coming in will have it not easy, so that they can scrutinize them before letting them in the country for the fear that they may bring the Ebola disease to their country. So that also going there somewhere in the Rwanda border between DRC, that's Democratic Republic of the Congo, and also you have Botswana. In Botswana, elephant hunting divides opinion. So people are hunting elephants. So that means they have a lot of elephants for people to be hunting them.
And I think one of their tourist attraction is elephants. That's their major one.
I think it's wildlife is because they have all kinds of.
I think there was a time that elephants comes to the house. Like when you're in the house, the elephants will walk into your house.
Visiting, you just have to feed it and give it water or something.
They are becoming too much. Like the elephants are becoming too much and to handle, so that's why
they should find a way to just
hunting them to
keep them safe, because they're also very important in the ecosystem.
Yes, they are.
Unlike Ghana, that we have just one molly park, and I can't even count the number of elephants we have there in that park. So that's interesting. And to Zimbabwe, Robert Mugabe's beloved country, we have Zimbabwe hikes fuel prices by 26%. So Zimbabwe's Chalema is sure of, because from inflation now it fuel hikes 26%.
That's
26%.
Serious.
So if they used to buy fuel for 100 Zimbabwean dollars, they are now going to buy the same liter fuel for 126 Zimbabwean dollars. So that is something to worry.
I also have here, don't sell my properties. Wayome pleads. So Wayome wants us to review their property selling. He wants their.
Do you know the sad thing about this? If your properties is being put on the market, they sell it very cheap. I mean, that made her cough right now. Have your property been sold before? Did I remind you of something? I think I reminded her of something. What did you sell? Was it a court issue? Did you sell a house or a car or something?
No, please. I'm listening.
I'm just confused right now because I don't know what's going on. Now she's coughing. Now she wants to choke.
With the part that's they do the same to car. I don't know now. I think that now the government has restructured on this car auctioning thing. It's so sad that when you can't clear your car from the pot, they auction it cheaper and cheaper, and it hurts it. When they tell you the price, they sell cars that they don't buy. They don't.
It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
It's overhead, you know. And this thing should. I think the government just needs to review everything. When someone buys something and you are taking it from the person, I think they should sell it the same value the thing is worth.
They want to clear it. That's why they sell it in the first place.
Not to reduce the thing to the lowest price. And sometimes what hurts is that the thing is so expensive. That's why the person can't clear it. But they end up selling it cheap to another person. Why don't you sell it to the same person? Because the person has bought the thing, he can't clear it. So just sell it cheaper to the same person.
We just hope that they have another way of dealing with all this issue, but guess what? That's not what's happening.
To someone that I know, which
so that's explicit. Was it a boyfriend?
No. Crazy.
Okay, you say so.
You know when we said we were talking about how they sell it cheaper, it just
it hits you. So I told you I reminded you of something, but it's sad, you know, when you look at it, it's sad, especially cars worth about maybe, let's say, 120,000 Ghana cedis. Now you have the authorities selling it for as low from 130 for as low as like 30,000 Ghana cedis.
Sometimes when you hear price, you don't want to hear. And the sad thing is they don't give it to the person who actually bought the thing. They give it to someone else for lesser price who had no hand in the thing at all. And that's sad. So if Wyoming is pleading for his property, it's not being sold, I think he has a point. You need to give him some space. And also we have Kwesi Nyantechi to contest Agona East NPP primaries.
Hey.
Wow.
I can see it.
Wow.
I can see it. I can see it.
Oh,
I don't have one thing to say. All I have to say is I can see it.
I can see it saying.
I mean,
he has the right.
So we've been talking about corruption, and you've even been banned
because he had something in GSP.
Yeah, that exactly.
So he has a right.
Do you think he can win though? Do you think he can win sincerely? No, it's not about the quality, it's the trust that people place in you, because they've seen that you messed out in GFEFS and now you want to.
I think he has learned his lesson. Everybody deserves
so?
a second chance. Yes. He has learned his lessons and he has made mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all need to be given a chance. So if he stands a chance of winning, that shouldn't stop him from contesting.
Everybody deserves a second chance. Yeah, but my ex-wife is not coming though. I mean, I'm not married. I've never been married. And then what do you have again?
Mahama. Wait, that's it. It's not coming on.
It's not coming in.
Okay, Mahama, he says, I will continue to see defense projects from Ada to Nungo Pam.
Well, yeah, there was a project that the NDC government, the previous government, they started. It was actually a good thing because you could see that the sea was gradually wearing off the coastal area.
So he's actually promising that he's going to oversee this when he comes to power.
But is it like the to-do list, is that really like, I mean, is that really very important?
Is that a major thing that needs?
I mean, that's what people ask. People ask through me. So let's be the mouthpiece of the people. Is that really important? When you list the top 10 things that needs to be done in the country for better lives,
it will help tourism. It will help other things, it will help.
Talking about that, the president also have said that there will be an interchange at Mungwa, and I'm still wondering where that interchange will be.
Please, you are because, not a technical person.
What it means exactly is that I know I'm not a technical person, but when these issues comes up, people's homes are going to be affected. And we in this country, we know that the government says they will be compensated, but it takes forever before they get whatever compensation.
Now they are doing well, and I'm not really being partisan, but what happened in Nima, look at Nima like this. You see, they cleared the
that's more like personal stuff, you know, because that's the president's house. That's not government stuff.
No, I think there's an improvement in.
No, I understand what you're saying, but
devoting people from their
the scenario we're making is solely personal stuff. That is president's house.
It's not personal. It's part of.
But it's not. No, I'm talking about government. When governments move people, like when the situation at Budam, when they clear farmers because they wanted to use their farmlands. Still today, there are some people who are yet to receive their compensation.
Okay.
And look at when they started the Budam project, and still people are not getting paid. For the farms were their livelihood.
It's true. It's true though. But I know that things will get better. We are growing as a nation. We've gone through some processes. And I know better, this government can do better. And if they say they're going to collect and compensate, we are all believing that they will stick to their.
Well, we hope so. Because they already said they were going to do a dual carrow road on the stretch of the coastal area. Yeah. So Teshi, Mungwa, Labadi, all these areas are going to be shining very soon. Hopefully, though.
Like Kobo is shining.
Yeah, Kobo. I'm not involved in this. I'm not involved in this.
It's going to be super. I think Ghana is going to be better. We are hoping for a great country and a beautiful country.
I mean, what other stories do you have before we wrap up? Because we're almost out of time. Okay,
we have I think I'll put this through. It says Parliament is on recess. So.
Okay, so recess, holiday. So if you're looking for an MP, and he's been dodging, this is the time to catch him, because he has no excuse. He's not going to parliament. So if he's not in your constituency, go to his house, you will find him. So all people.
And one thing I wouldn't take, I saw it in the news in the weekend. Actual Sappho engagement.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yes, the MP of Domekwabinya is married now. And there was a post that someone said, if you think a man wouldn't marry a woman with 2 children, then you are lying, because look at the MP. She is a prominent woman who is doing so well for herself.
Yeah.
She is married now.
But she also did very well for her constituency, because there was this road, it was very terrible, and she was very loud in trying to make the government do it, and it's been worked on. So it's just amazing.
She's one of the strong women I know. I've met her personally. She's a wonderful woman. She's an amazing woman.
Did you go for the wedding?
No, I'll say congratulations to Mrs. Please, I don't know. I'm not too sure of the name. So I'll say congratulations to Ajwa Safu, MP of Domekwabinya. You deserve it. You're so amazing.
Is that a constituency though?
No, I'm
not. Why is McKenzie there's a constituency? I mean,
it's not my person, but she's a great MP. I have to say, congratulations to her.
No, I mean, she's the few ladies we have in the Parliament House, so obviously,
as well,
talking about strong people, we have Shelley Ayokoboche, the Minister for Foreign Affairs. I mean, she's doing quite well, and on our page in school, one of our platforms, she followed a person, a young man. And he was so happy, he screenshot that follow on Instagram, and he was just sharing it everywhere.
He's following you, that's an issue.
Not even only an MP, a minister.
Yes, a minister.
When are you doing when are you, entering?
Entering where?
Entering.
Where?
MP, minister.
Oh, soon. With God, I think it's a process. We'll get there. Yes.
Okay. So it's a process. We'll get there, but finally, right now we will hear, because this is where we end the online news review segments right here on Campus TV, and you watching Campus 360 Live, of course, the #1 most talked about show we have on TV. Period. And anything you want to say before we move on? And a story that really hit you, Mine too will have to do with the girls. The missing girls.
I would say for now, congratulations to MP Domekwabinya. I think it's amazing. It was a great news for all of us. We are super proud of you.
Well, and also all I have to say is hopefully the girls are not the people that we found in the septic tank, and there's alive somewhere, because if not, it will be very, very disheartening. There are 3 people who you never know may have been the next MP minister, or even president.
Yes.
So we hope that they come back to life.
We want our girls back.
God's wish. Yeah. So we'll do the curtains on the online news segments right now, and we'll go for a very quick commercial break. When we come back, we will have a discussion.